I think you should let me run the country. You run CNN.
All right.
And if you did it well, your ratings
Let
would
me
be
ask,
much better.
if I may ask one other question. Mr. President,
That's enough.
Welcome to today's Cable News Craziness, where we take a look at some of the craziness that takes place on cable news. Today, MSNBC's Katy and New York Times columnist Paul Krugman are having a conversation about yet another potential stimulus bill. And I'm going to blow your mind. They want it to be huge, big, and you know what? The cost doesn't even matter. Why even get into the nitty-gritty about the fact that someone has to pay for all of this? Why can't we just have more? Asks Katy and Paul Krugman says, we can. We can have as much as we want anywhere at any time. Roll it.
So put Republicans aside for a second. Senator Manchin, Democrat, Democrats are going to need him if they want to pass $1.9 trillion through reconciliation. He's argued that he wants the relief to be more targeted. He doesn't want these stimulus checks going to people that he says don't need them, people making $300,000, et cetera, or who haven't been negatively impacted by the pandemic. Is there an argument to refine down who is getting these checks?
There is an argument, but it's a bit, you have to understand what is the relevant limit here. In fact, we can afford all of this. So it's not as if we have a fixed pot of money that has to be allocated to the neediest cases. So this is really a question about making a package that is broadly popular, that responds to what the public wants. Stimulus checks are overwhelmingly popular. There's something like between 65 and 85% approval among the public. We can afford them. Sort of, why not do them? If it's scaled back a bit, if people making more than $200,000 a year don't get a check, that's okay. But it's the idea that there's some urgent need to rein this thing in to make sure that only the most deserving people get aid. That the important thing is to get this out there and get it there fast, because the clock is ticking very fast on the economic damage that this pandemic is doing.
What you have here is a well-respected journalist and a prize-winning economist arguing basically that nothing matters. Just do whatever you want. And if that's the case, $1.9 trillion, why? Why not $3.8 trillion or $9.11 trillion? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Just give us whatever we want, whenever we want, and it doesn't really matter who's going to pay for it or how you're going to pay for it or whatever. Katy questioning here is almost dismissive of the idea that Republicans exist, or even that Joe Manchin, a Democrat from West Virginia, who says maybe we should be concerned about the fiscal health of the nation every now and then. It's dismissive of that, as I said, because she acts like he shouldn't even be allowed to exist. Like he should just go along with all the other Democrats who say spend, spend, spend. And Krugman responds almost incredulously, saying, hey, we've got as much money as we want. Just spend it. It doesn't matter. We're not in a situation where any of this matters. Just print the money out and give it away. And who cares? Who cares if billionaires get checks and millionaires get checks and people that make $300,000 a year get checks, or people that haven't been affected by the pandemic at all? Give them all checks just because nothing matters. And you know what this really is? This is about providing cover for Joe Biden. Joe Biden made it pretty clear when he was running for office and when he was out there helping Democrats win office in Georgia that nothing mattered, because if you elected him and you gave him 2 more Democrats in Georgia, he would cut you a check for $2,000. He basically promised you that if you elected him, you would get $2,000. And that's not me saying that. That's the people that voted for Joe Biden and Warnock in Ossoff in Georgia. They believe that they're owed $2,000 because they voted for the people that told them, give us $2,000 and we will vote for you. They literally bought the votes, and now they're having a hard time delivering. So Katy of MSNBC and an award-winning economist, Paul Krugman, they're out here to provide cover for Joe Biden and his Democrat buddies. So lovely, lovely stuff here. Don't worry about the cost. Just give the people what they voted for. Give them free money. It's Cable News Craziness. Every single day we talk about it. So like, subscribe, follow, leave a comment, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Want fun, safe, intelligent fitness programming? Want to build muscular strength, cardiovascular endurance, drastically improved range of motion and mobility, and learn proper nutrition to fuel your life with energy and emotional health? Well, come find out why Iron Tribe Fitness is ranked one of the top 5 fitness programs in America. Come find out why personal training and intentionally working on your current movement patterns individually is not only important, it's just another core value that separates Iron Tribe Fitness from other fitness facilities.
To learn how to get your 2-week free pass, go to irontribefitness.com.